We can wait, I think so.
Yeah, okay, we'll wait.
I think so. We can start, Raja, if you're okay. We will.
Yeah, let's get started. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
So,
You
hello
can
everyone.
maximize screen, all right?
Yeah.
You can put it into the preview.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, uh, thanks for joining everyone, and good evening all. So today we are going to discuss about the Django food app. So in a whole session, we are going to discuss how to create a food app. I will show you the complete product as of now, and then we will be building it up. So let's start. So before starting that, if somebody is having the don't have the basic knowledge of the Django, they can correlate the things. It's very simple. It's just a framework. I'm pretty sure you will be working in some of the frameworks. If you are not, then we will be discussing about the initial things. So let's discuss about an architecture of Django. So how the basic architecture works. So whenever we install Django or whenever we create a project, there is a manage.py will be created. I will show you where is a manage.py when we will be creating our own project. This, whenever you start a server, basically, whenever you start a server means whenever you fire a command, run server, and we will be firing this command many times in our project. Whenever you fire a command run server, after starting your project, the manage.py will be called. This is the main file which is being called. Then it will go into then it will search where is settings.py, and it will search only in the main app. I will show you what is a main app and what is a not main app. So we will be looking out in details, and then this settings.py will hit the urls.py. This url.py hitting the main app url.py. So what is the difference between the URLs or py for the main and non-main app? We will be looking out practically as well. So just have this architecture in your mind before because everything we will be keep repeating the same stuff again and again as per the architecture. So first, whenever it hits url.py, the url.py will go to the like your applications what you are creating. Let's say you are creating a food app, you are creating a users app. So here we are creating the two app basically, and it will be a 2 hours total session. So we will be completing our of creating the both the apps, and maximum things we will be doing practical, and we will be doing hands-on, and least to copy from the Google. That's I'm saying. So whenever this urls.py will hit the means urls.py of the food and users, what it will do, the urls.py will search about the views, where it is my views, because we are giving the locations of views in urls.py. There are the multiple ways of managing your urls.py. It is your application, how you manage. We will be implementing two ways, and there's only two ways how you manage that. One is that create a urls.py individually in your application, and or you can call your application views directly into your main urls.py. So we will be implementing one with like one in directly we are calling urls.py of the food app, and one we are implementing directly users app into directly main urls.py. But have this architecture in your mind. Whenever urls.py will hit, it will keep searching urls.py of the applications, what applications is you're running, or what applications you have initiated. These urls.py will look out the MVT structure, means it will look out the views. Views is nothing where you write your logic. Views is something you the way you are calling your tables, the way you are calling your function, the way you are calling your templates. So this, if you are working in Java or other applications, you know MVT architecture, it's very famous architecture. Views will correlate with models, views will correlate with templates. Means, what I mean to say, you cannot touch the database. Means what is the next, you cannot, means, and nobody can touch the database without going into the views. Means you have to, the view will coordinate with models and templates, and the views directly, whatever the information you need to fetch, you can fetch it from the DB. So why I have created two MVT structure? Because every application is having its own MVT. Means every application is having local views, local modules, models, and local templates. What is model? What is view? What is template? Once you will see practical, better you will understand. But I will be touching only basic in this PPT, and I don't believe in theoretical stuff much. But as a starting point of view, we will be looking out. What is a model? Views I already explained, the logic what you are writing it up, right? What is a model? Model is basically, I would say, your prototype of your project. You want to create, see, in the morning we are doing insurance app, right? Insurance app, it is showing how you are creating patient customer relationship. So these are the tables. One is a patient, one is a customer. So these are these prototype we are calling as a model. In the Django term, it is a class, but when it goes into the database, it is known as a table. We will be looking out that as well. So it will provide you a database abstraction API. Guys, please go on mute. So this database extraction API will help you in multiple things. It will help you to create objects, update objects, delete objects. And what language it will use? It will use, we will be discussing in the next part, that is a poem. So database abstraction means it give you a complete layer of abstraction layer in that, and here you can play like creating an object. You update your objects, you delete your objects, because mainly because these things normally we are doing as a DML operations in our databases, right? So this model will give you these type of things. Once you create, update, delete, you need to save this. Once you save this, it will convert into a table. Whenever you create a class in database abstraction API, this model is going to provide you an API, abstraction class itself. And when you create, update, delete, whenever you save the things, we will be looking out these save commands and all. It will create a table for you. So for us, like in our food app, there is an item name, item description, item price. So we will be creating this prototype, we will be creating this structure. You are only going to create name, description, and price of a product, but ID will be created by the database itself, means by the Django itself. Why ID? Because some uniqueness needs to be there, right? You cannot, names can be multiple, description can be multiple, price can be multiple, right? So I would say the same prices or same description of a product can be possible. So so not depending on the other columns, then Django is creating an ID for you that is a unique value. If you are creating a one unique, if you are adding a product here one, it will create this. When you delete it, it will not pop up or pop down, it will be deleting the one. You cannot call the one object until unless you are not going to create the same object on the same table. What I mean to say, I'm repeating it again. Let's say you are creating the multiple you are keep adding your products here. Once you keep adding your product, the ID column would be unique. If you delete the first column, let's say first column, the uniqueness of the first column will be deleted. You cannot call with the /1. I mean to say, it will not shrink the queue. It will not expand the queue for you. Only after adding, obviously, it will expand. But I am saying alteration will not be done with this ID. You cannot play with this ID. This ID is precisely for the Django, which Django is using, and it is a unique key and a not null value. So who are on the database background, they would be aware about this uniqueness and the other things. ORM, what is ORM? I told you, right? These things, you are saving this object, and here I explained you, you are creating the object in the databases. How you are going to create that is an ORM language. If you go to the search Django ORM, you will be object relationship management behavior would be there, and it will be doing in the query manager model way. What is query set? Let's give an example. Here we are going to create a table item. The query set will be running on the query set when we are running. Let's say if you know about select star from item, right? If you do select star from item, then it will be doing uh, I'm pretty sure you can see my screen. So what is a select star from item? It will be going into the item table. That is your model, what you are defining it, and it will be calling a manager object. That is a objects. Object is a defined word in the Django. You cannot change it. And here you are calling a method. Method is all. We will be looking out couple of methods in our projects when we are dealing with it. So ORM is basically divided into the query set, manager, model. What is a query set? Query set is basically
I think some issue with his network. We'll wait for a few minutes. So meanwhile, you can ask me the questions, guys. I will look into that. It might be a power issue, something. So basically, we are implementing the food app using the Django framework. We can also do with the other tools as well. For example, you can say that uh, what other tools are we have it. For example, Flask we have it, Web2Py we have it. There are countless frameworks we have it, but we are doing with the Django because that is a most popular one. We can say that. So he say that he having some power issues, no problem. So go ahead and ask the questions, guys. Okay, anybody is facing any issues when you are developing the Django projects and all. So that's something which we can see. Waiting for others. Any questions from anyone? Okay, you are saying that you got some error while executing it. What error you got? Any error we got? You can type your error. So we are waiting for the presenter.
Yeah, sorry for that. So now,
So you can share your screen, Nitin. Yeah, go ahead, no problem. Yeah.
so yeah, I think so. You can see my screen, right? So here we can. So here we can what we are going through, that it will be going in this way: URLs and the food.urls.py, and then it will go into the MVT structure. Once it will go to the model and it will be creating a table for you. So then ORM, what is the way it's work as an ORM? It's a query, a set, manager, and model. And then here we are going to the template. When we go to the templates, I will explain you much better on that. So as of now, you think about this query manager, how the model will work, item, objects, and all we will be looking at as a practical when we will be moving into that. Okay. So let's go into the practical part. Let me open it. Unfortunately, it was issue, technical issue. So it was closed. Give me a couple of minutes. So up till now, I think so it would be very clear that what we are going to achieve. So we are going to create we are going to create here food app where we are creating the tables of the item, and their items we are creating some objects where we are going to do some create, update, delete stuff. That will be and then once we save this product, when we will be doing some authentication part. What is an authentication part and how we are going to do it, we will be looking out much in detail. Like, we want that registered user should be login, or we want the registered user should be login. So all these stuffs we will be looking out that. So this product I have developed already. I will show you what is that, and then we will be creating our project. So let's start my run server. So this run server is the uh, this run server is what we are doing it here. So here it says these are the things which I can access by default. Mean these are the URLs, and it has been defined. So we will be looking out what is all these things. First, we will be creating a going to our context food. So this is the app which I have created. So we will be building it up. So we will go click on the food menu. We will be going on the menu item. We will be going to add items. We will be adding the items, whatever you want. We will sign up the item. We will sign up we will give this to the external users to sign up, to register it. Then we will be logging in. The registered user will be logging in our URL. This is a simple one we are going to create, and let's see how we will be moving on. So for building our own projects, first you need to open a folder. So I will be creating it. Let's say give the name here, food app. So when we give a food app here, select folder, and here once you select the folder, then it will be opening your basic project. In the basic project, what you are going to do, you are going to start the project, and you are starting your applications. So for starting your project means giving the basic structure of your project. What you need to do, you need to give a command as a Django admin start project. So I'm saying start a project with the name my app. It is my application. So once you click on it, automatically one my app will be created for you. Once you create this my app, then Django. So here, the understand this main one, which I told you in my presentation, right? The main app is having a URLs, a setting.py, whiskey, and ASGI. So it's the pronunciation will be same in the WSGI and SGI. So we will be looking out some of the files which is being used in our projects. So what is the settings.py? Before creating the, just remember that architecture in your mind. We are going to create one main project, and the one main project will be correlated with our two applications. So here the settings.py is the heart of this project. What is the settings.py? You will go here, you will be looking out complete things. So this is a one of the basic directory, the security key. As we progress, we will be looking out what is the security key. You can add the allowed host here. What are the, which are the hosts which has been allowed here. You can do an installed app. the the applications which you are creating, you have to update your settings.py that these are the applications which is running in my project. Then is the middleware. The middleware, whenever used, whenever you use the middleware stuff, you have to use this. We will be looking out when we will build up bigger projects. This is a very basic project, so middleware is not much important for us. This template is a more important thing. See, this is a dir directory. Whenever you are creating a templates, what is the template? Is HTML, CSS files. So these, whenever these templates will be creating in the individual app, you have to create with the folder templates. There are the two ways. Either you consolidate your all templates in a one folder, or you create a templates folder. It will by default, this directory will point to the templates directory of individual app. Again, I'm repeating, this directory will point to the templates directory of the individual app. We will be looking out this as well. So I'm pretty sure this will be, if you're new to the Django, it will be a quite confusing, but definitely as we progress, we will be repeating same stuff again and again, and you will get to know. So this is basically application I already discussed. Database. Database is an important part here. We are using the DB SQLite default database. You can use n number of databases. You go here and you will be looking out the many databases, which is like Oracle database, Sybase database, or sorry, then or the Postgres database. So here I also develop in the Postgres database. Only you need to copy this thing and update the database username, password, other things, and update that. So this I just want to mention. Let me close this. It's not required. And close this. And after, so we are using by default DB SQLite here. Okay, we are using the Django provided database. So you can use any database as you want. So authentication password, we will be looking out the things when we creating the tables and all. Time zone is the UTC one. That what are the stuffs, and the static is for the images. We will be looking out practically of many maximum number of things how as we progress. Now, any questions? How you are using SQLite or the Postgres. So I already explained you, whenever you go here in this link, the database link, it will give you the context of that and just update that. See, this is a link, right? If you go here, so it will be giving you all the context how you can use it. Let's say you want to use the Postgres database. Just do a copy this, install the Postgres in your local system or in the remote host, wherever it is. Obviously, you are having a database name of your Postgres, username, one username you needed. Whenever you create a database, you need a username, give the password of that. Host, if you are doing a remote, you can update the remote host. Port number is 5432 of the Postgres by default. Just copy this. Instead of in this DB SQLite, just update here, nothing else. It's very simple. I created many applications in the Postgres. It's very straightforward. But here this session is focused only on the Django. So we will be using a default DB SQLite. Now the next step is here. When we go to the admin, we are saying start app, and here we are saying food, the first step. So anybody can tell me this is the right way of doing it. So this here, look out the things here. See, in my main app is here, but I created a food app here. So you keep need to keep updating your context again and again so that your main app can refer to the food app, which is not good. So always remember. See, some of the mistakes I'm doing intentionally. Something when you type it, it will be happening. So food app, I'm going to delete here. It should be within your main application. So that's my importance to tell about this step. Go to the main my app. Here you can see wherever your manage.py is there you need to create a multiple applications, means then your main app can manage these applications better. So let me create my food app here. Once you create inside the my app, one folder has been created. Let me create another food app. Let's say users. So why users and all we will be looking out as we move on. So you can see the two apps has been created here. So it's already do have individual files, models, tests, views, admin. We will looking out practically how as we move on. So the first step is that your settings.py, you need to update where is your food app. Where is your food app? So you can say food here, and you update your users. So because you have created the two applications, give a comma because it's a list, it's keep growing, so that's not a problem. And here, the first thing what we need to do, when we go to the, just remember this architecture, just remember this architecture. What is this? Mvt architecture, right? So whenever the food app will be created, then you have to give the views, models, templates. So views will be correlating with your models. Model is where your prototype, where you are writing your basic structure of your database. So let's go and we will create a model first. So for creating a model, I am creating, so here in Django, you have to create in the form of the class. I'll say item, and here I'm saying models dot model. You have to inherit it. This is a Django provided class. You have to inherit it. And why this is needed? Because obviously this will do some changes and convert this table, convert this class into the database table. We will be looking out data structure as well. So here I'm going to give name. I will say models dot care field, and here I'm saying name is equal. Sorry, max length is equal to 200. I will be creating what else? Description of my product. I will say models dot care field, and again I will give max length. Max length is that the name, that name you are giving, right? Max length, it should not be more than 200 characters. Obviously, it should not, and this is a mandatory attribute you have to pass. If you will not pass, it will give an error. And checking the errors in Django is very easy. I'm telling you, as we will be doing many errors in our intentionally something. I just want your contribution. Wherever I am doing error, you need to tell me by putting the chat, or anything is okay for me. But tell me where I am doing mistake. So this is a basic typing stuff, something, so that I need your concentration as well. So price, here I am going to create an image of my product, and let's say models dot care field, and here I'm saying max length of obviously image. What you're going, it can be more than 500 characters, can be possible, and give any default image. Let's say nobody is giving a image, then you have to give a default image. Just go here, Google it. um, what is it? uh, anything placeholder, you can go and you go to the placeholder. You just Google it and say placeholder of food image. You can do it. So you just copy any image, go in the stuff this, just copy the link, close this, close this, go here and give the link of your image. So this is the if nobody is like nobody is giving you any image, then this image will be by default coming up there. Now my next step is to create this into the database. So as of now, you can see there is no Django databases, no DB SQLite databases here, right? If you can see here, there's no DB SQLite because I have not fired any command related to database. As soon as you fired a command related to database, automatically will be created. Let's say uh, here Python then manage.py, and here you need to create make migrations. So what make migration will do, it will create a this model.py will be created in the form. If you go here, the make migration will create a backup of this, and here it will be creating a the information about your table. So this class is converted. See, by default converted by Django in the ID name description, and ID has been added over here. We will be looking out much details in that. I think so. Up till now, things are okay. So as of now, I have touched the database. I have fired a command of a database. Automatically, a DB SQLite database will be created here by the Django. Now, what but still it's not created inside my database. It's only created a template for my database. So what it's going to create into my database, let's understand this. So it's saying if you forget any command, just click on this and see what commands are there. These are the commands which are available. I'm saying SQL migrate and say application name food, and then say what is the file name 0001, if I'm not wrong, 0001. So it will, you click on it and it will show you this is going to be created in your table, in your database. Create table, table name, ID, primary key, it's a primary key, auto incremented, I already told you, and this is a not null value. You can pass the null values as well, default. And blank also, there's a concept already we discussed in other applications. What is a blank null and what is the default null? So here till now is still not created. Let's create this into my database. So I say migrate. Once I will create a migrate, it will see it's applied this in my database. What is this? These are the tables which is default Django is providing to us. What is that? These tables. Let's understand this, the basic ones. So initials ones, this is a user email context length. I will tell you where we can see all these things. The login null, what is this username maximum context. So by default, these tables would be there, which has been created by the Django in my application. Till now, the things are clear. Now, how to access my database, Django, this DB SQLite database from any interface. So this can be done with, this can be done by running a server, and you can do it. But before that, I need to access that app with a username as well. So I will create a username for that. I will say manage.py, and I will say create super user. So this is a command which you have to type. By default is an admin, it's fine. Let's say admin@gmail.com here, and here I will use any password which you want. Your password doesn't match, so it will check. So obviously I did some typo, that's why. So your password has been created. So as your user has been created. Now let me see everything whether it's running fine or not. So this run server is a command which I told you. Whenever you fire this command, it will search where is manage.py, manage.py will go to the settings.py, settings.py will go to the individual URLs. So it will go here, my Django is successfully installed or not, is successfully installed. Let go to the where I can go. So once you create once you click on the run.server, it will go to the manage.py. Manage.py will look out this settings.py, and settings.py, it will see where is your urls.py. urls.py will in the urls.py, whatever the context will be there, you need to open your application. So the admin is my context here. I will be typing here as an admin. So yeah, then obviously the Django URL will be coming up. It's calling internally the site.urls. These tables automatically created for to support this infrastructure. Once I have this, I will go to the admin and I will pass my password here. You can see it has been created. But where is my table? So before showing you table, these are the by default things. This is my user which I have created and all. We will be doing lots of stuff. So now this users, and where is my table? So I have to go into my admin file of my application and need to say that you need to update this admin page with my table. How? So you need to first import your table. Let's say dot models import. What is the table name? Item. You have given an item name. So I'm saying admin, go into the site, a very simple language I'm telling you, and register this table with the item name. Just do it, automatically it will be saved. Item table will be, items will be coming up. This is S. We will be discussing about that, how you can overwrite and can remove S. So these are by default, Django has provided. So everything you can see ended with S. Okay. Now, once you click on add, it will be coming in this way. You update your item, you save your item. We will not be doing in this way. We will be looking into the different way. We go to the our prompt, clear it. Here what we will do, here we will be running a run shell. Run shell. I see from the front end is very easy. You can do it, but I want to do it with the on the back end. So my bad, it's not run shell, it is shell. So once you go into the interface here, here you need to call your function, sorry, model from, what is that? You create it into the food app. Just go and say food. Very simple language. If you work in Python, that's very easy to understand. And here you are calling your models, and I'm saying import item. Here say item. I told you again, just remember this architecture, remember this ORM. In this ORM way, I am calling that item objects all. So you learn, understand this. Item dot objects dot all. I want to say it returns none because I have not saved anything. I have not saved anything. So what I will do here, I will create just like in if you see your models.py, how you pass or create an object for your class and how you pass the variables into that, the same way we have to do it here itself. Just go just I'm creating an variable, this sorry object for my class, and I say item, and here I am passing the name is equal to pizza, description is equal to let's say cheesy pizza, and here price equal to, let's say, $20, and image I will leave it, I will make it default. Okay, I will click on it. Just remember this architecture. And once you create anything, create object, update, delete object, you have to save it. So you have to save it. So I'm going to save a dot save with the with the with the object which I have created. Just run this command again. You can see one object has been created. Previously it was a query set was empty, but now my query set has been created. I will create, let's say, another object. Let's say give the name B, and here I will be saying burger, and here I will tell you the importance of this product. And in it I'm going to donate this product in my society itself, so I will tell you the benefit of that. Let's say Margarita burger, anything you can give a name and give a $30, let's say. And again you will go to the b dot save, product save, it has been saved. Come out from your control Z, yes. So you are coming out from the shell, and again you need to run again you need to run your server. Once you run your server, then you go here and see your stuffs will be, just click on it, the two stuffs will be there, but the names are coming in a very bad way, right? Because it is coming as a class object names. Let's override this behavior here and write in a proper way. Go here under underscore str, I'm saying underscore str, sorry, str. Here I just create a function which override the behavior norm and the default behavior of your class, and it will say instead of giving a class object for this to display, you have to do it into the self dot name. Just give the name of that product. You can do anything, whatever you want. Just go here. Mm, Sometimes you need to restart. Go here. I think so. Some typo, some indentation issue. Let's see. I will be loading it up. See, burger and pizza. It will be coming up here. Burger and pizza. It will be coming up here. This is the admin page. You can manage this page very well. You go to the Django, uh, Django. I would say admin, site admin page. Sorry, this is Google. So just go to the Django Django admin cookbook. Go to this cookbook. It's very good book. Where is my PDF? So go with the Django.cookbook here. Though this is a very nice book, how you manage your admin page. So this is the page where it's coming at this way. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. Rest of the things you will be trying by yourself. So this is a page that, like, let's say URL, group, username, title, passwords, or all these things are coming, right? So I want to add the slide. Let's say I want to add the, what I will show you is, let's say, anything you can add, the site header, site login, or context file, anything you can add it. So this is very important to show when you are going to manage your admin page. So these are the pages been added. Like, let me show you a couple of things. Let's say I will add this, or you can anything. So this you need to add into the urls.py. Go into your urls main application, urls.py. Here what you will do, here you just copy this here and say my food app. I did lots of things in this. So just I want to show you, welcome to the food research of that mod portal. Just save it, go here in your portal, the things will be changed here. So if you go back, this is the food administration, welcome to the food research portal, anything you can update this. Go, I did lots of things actually speaking. You can explore whatever you can do, but this is for the admin page. You can do it. So let's move on. Lots of things needs to be discussed here. Still, we have touched the very basic things. Now, I have to call my URLs pattern for the different app. How can you call the URLs pattern from different app? So I will be creating a new file here. I will say urls.py. In the urls.py here, what you are going to do, you are going to, let's say I'm just copying this. No need of, let me remove this. This is of no need. Our application is good enough without this. If you want to do it, you can do it. Just what I will do, copy this and urls.py. Admin, I don't need it because already in my main urls.py it is there. Here I am going to define the views of my local app. I already told you the architecture, how it behaves. When you go here, it will be the MVT structure. Your views will go to the models, model will go to the templates, and rest of the stuff will be happening. So here, what I'm doing, I'm going to the urls.py. Here, I will be saying include what you need to include. I told you, right? This urls.py, there are two ways to manage. Once you include the URLs for your application, I'm going to do the same thing. I will include it. I will say path. Let's say context is food. Whenever you call that application, you have to pass as a context as a food here, and you need to pass as a view, include, and you say food colon food dot urls. Okay, you say you have to call food.urls whenever you include it. So here, whenever, how it works, see, you need to you need to wait for a couple of minutes with me. It's saying circular import, there is an issue. It's saying food.urls pattern in it, it's a valid pattern or not. So it's saying does not appears to have a valid pattern. Why? Food.urls I have given correct way, right? So how it can be? So I what I will do, I will show you in my current project as well. So we will keep referring it in case we do have cancel first. I will be opening a new window, and here what I will do, I will say Python, Django, and lots of stuffs. I am keep adding it. I will be showing into the future sessions how it works. So this is my main application where I am keep registering the things, and as a prototype I am putting up the details here. So what I am doing currently, I am doing the currently there here including this urls here. The way I am doing, I have to update the same pattern here. I am saying include the urls dot pattern, but it's saying food dot urls, it does not appear to have any pattern in it. The reason behind, we have not completed this food.urls updation. When go to the food.urls updation, it's saying there's nothing site is there. So I need to remove this. I need to add views inside that. So I say path, and I need to include what I need to include. I need to include my views. So I'll say views, let's say, and I will be creating a function index there, index, and here what I need to pass, name equal to index. Just hang on with me, you will be understanding what I'm doing it here, index. So it's crying, right? It's saying there's nothing view. Let's import the view first from dot import views. Okay, that's what it's saying. It has been done. So they're saying you are creating a context. You when you put that food, it goes here. It's saying I found something logical you have written, but there's nothing logical index. It's giving an error at the bottom, right? So let me go into my views, and I will say yes, create a function index, simple function index, and here always be the passing function attribute is that request. So I will passing a request because you always request a function whatever you want to do. Here you are going to write your logic. Any questions? Let me see the chat. Okay. Any questions you have, please stop me wherever you want. So here what you are going to do, I am going to create an index, and here let me create a single variable, simple variable, and here we are going to ORM. What is that ORM? Select star from that, from my table, this one. So I'm saying objects dot all. So it is crying, right? Item is not there. Let's import this table from dot models import item. So I will be saying import item. Now it's satisfied. It's saying, yes, I found something. Now it has been clear. Whenever you create an object, this variable, you have to render it either into the HTTP directly into the template. So just remember this architecture again and again. Why I'm referring this architecture again and again. So now my urls.py go into the views. The views is going to the models because I have imported the model in my view. Now this information you need to pass into the template, or if you don't want to use the template directly, you want to update into the HTTP, we will see the difference of both. So let's say I'm going to create a template. If the one cycle will be completed, then 100% I would be saying you will be aware what is going on. See here you need to create a folder templates. You cannot deviate it because in your settings.py templates is being defined where your directory need to be searched. Whether you give a dedicated folder, for dedicated folder you need to do some settings in settings.py, or you create a templates folder in your app. What you will do, go here, create a template, to create a file, let's say index.html. So what I will do, index.html. Here, what I'm going to do here, I'm saying was You call an object from my database. You This is a model, this is a manager, this is a query set. So this is a complete query set is we got it from the tape from my database. What you are going to do with your database from this, you are going to say return this value, always a function return in the views. Okay, whether you are returning in HTTP, whether you are returning into a template, it doesn't make any difference. What is the importance of template? I will tell you in a couple of minutes. I am saying render this information, whatever the request is coming, you render this information in my index.html page. This index.html, it will search in settings.py where is a template folder, and there it will search the index.html. If you are changing the location, you have to give the absolute location of that. No need to give the templates folder itself, because obviously the templates been by default defined into the settings. Okay. Now here I will be saying, here you need to render it, the information should be in the form of the dictionary, should be in the form of the context, and that context should be in the form of the dictionary. So what do you mean by context? Let me create, I'm doing first time, let me create for you. So I'm saying context is equal to here, sorry. So here the context would be, it should be always be in the form of the dictionary. So I'm saying simple item is saying item colon item. So directly you can pass this here as well. No need of this writing a context here. Um, context context here, no need of writing a context here. Directly you can pass if you are passing a single key. If you are passing a multiple keys, obviously you need to pass the context, so that will be better be updated. So I am passing item here in my index.html. So what I will do, index.html, I will do a looping. So in for item in, let's say item as a, so I'm doing iteration in my item and say for ending a for loop and for. So here I will be printing, let's say I am printing here item.id, and here I'm going to print item.name. Lots of beautification we will be doing over product view, I'm telling you. Go here and search the context food. Search the context here food. What do you mean by that? Here, go here and search the context food. Let's see what it's giving. It's saying what happened? So I think so the context has been pasted here. So I need to start my application. Okay, go to the my app and start your application. I don't know what happened, but you have to start, your application should be up and running. So and then say it's saying context is equal to is nothing. Context is equal to is nothing. So let's see what is the problem it is giving. So it's saying context because it's always you have to give the structural way, that is it's its own way you have to give. Until that issue will not be resolved, you cannot do it. So it's the way you can do it. My pizza and burger, it is coming here. Let's do it. I still have not created an HTML page. Go my index.html here, do something, let's say unstructured list UI, and here I see my HTML page is not enabled, otherwise it the closing one automatically will be coming. So that's the reason I did intentionally, because I want to learn, and by typing, if you will not type, you will not learn. So this in the unstructured list, I want to create a list here. Just copy this here, and it will give here, and we'll search. Here the food app will be coming as a 1 and 2. So these are the items in my database which is doing it. So again, I will be explaining you what I did. Go into the urls.py. In the urls.py, you have created a view. In the view, you have gone to the index. You have gone to the function index. Here you are retrieving all the information and rendering this into the HTML page. This HTML page, it's looking very, very dull, right? We will be doing some modifications, but understand the concept behind that first. Now, I want to see the details of this. What is the details of the pizza? What is the detail of the burger? So in this, what I'm going to do, I will create a folder here, new file. I will say detail.html. See, this detail.html I have created, right? But the flow should be starting from the urls.py. I have to say path here, path colon, I will say detail of individual ID. When I click on the pizza detail should come. When I click on the burger detail will be coming up. So what it's saying inside that, here there is a different types of the data types. There's an int, slug, so UID. So these type of the data types you can pass here. This is a context path. So in the detail, whenever you are calling food detail, food is a context which has been in the main.url. So this context you have to pass in order to call the food app. When it goes to the urls.py here, it goes the details here, and you have to pass int colon ID here, and this context you passed. Any questions till now? If you will ask questions, that will make a more interactive. Otherwise, I will ask some questions so that you feel that you are in here, right? So anybody can tell me what next needs to be done after this? Let me see in the chat. Okay, good enough. So Raghu, we will, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, we will be doing this multiple times. The first time what I did, I'm going into the diagram, main urls.py here. You go main.urls.py. The main urls.py I have included to include my food URLs. You have to search where is the food URLs. If you'll go here in the food.urls, I am saying I need to create a context detail. I need to context detail. Here you need to pass the, what is that, data types. There are three to four types of data types. If I will put it here, the one is a slug, one is slug. We already discussed, I think so, in the morning sessions. What is slug? It's a concept which has been used for Google search engine. The more detail we will be doing it if we will be using it up. Let's make a better understanding. Slug, or you can say int. You can use int. You can use um, UID. So these different types. So there's the four types of the data types here you can use in the path in this context. So I am using an ID. The reason behind, I want that when I click the first number ID, unique ID, that is a pizza ID, it should give the details of that. When I click on the burger ID, let's say 2, because the number become 2, when I am passing detail 2, it will should give that. So I will when once we move there, you will be understanding better. Go to the details. So I've created I have to call this view dot detail, and this detail, I need to create a function in my views. So I'm saying go into the views, search for the detail, the logic behind what is written in order to call that, and name is equal to detail. This is my URL pattern. We will be using this a lot in our when we are building our HTML page, when we do a beautification, when you're using a bootstrap and all. So I will be going here. I will be saying def, and here I'm saying detail. Here I will be passing the request, and here in this request I will be saying item again. You can pass any variable just for the simplification, because we will be using in a random lots of things. I'm using the same variable. You can use any variable name. So again, I using the ORM. I'm saying objects dot, instead of all, I don't want all the objects. I want to get where ID is equal to ID. Understand this. Here, whenever the request is coming, it should come along with some ID. Means along with some ID. The person should pass which detail you want. Which detail you want. So I will be passing an ID here. I will be sending, the user is sending, the end user will be sending an ID here. I want a detail of one, I didn't want to detail of pizza, I want to detail of burger. And it will be comparing into my database whether this ID exists or not, which you are asking me. If you are asking by 30th ID, which is not into a database, does not make any sense, right? So I will be searching this with the help of the ORM. That is a object, this is a relational management way. So this query in the database term, what it is doing, it's doing select star from objects where ID is equal to ID. It is putting a clause where. Okay. ORM cookbook, Django cookbook, you can search, you can find 100 ways of different queries. You can put a filter, you can put a condition, you can do n number of things, whatever you want. Go to the ORM Django cookbook. Okay. Come to our project. So here what I did, I got an item, individual item details. Let's say I got a pizza detail. Now I had to return this. So just return render this request here. The request, what I need to request, I need to request return this render request here, where in my detail.html. So this detail.html I have created, it will go into the templates folder and it will search the how I need to showcase, how I need to represent. It will be, I am putting a logic here. And here I will be passing the context. What is the context here? I will be passing into the dictionary. I will say item item. Okay. So when you pass this item, it will go into the details. So here I will be writing a simple mm, uh, item dot name. I want to print item dot name. Let's say h2 tag. Let's say h2 tag, and let's say here h3 tag. Here I'm putting, and so Django is a combination of HTML page. Django is a combination of Java. Everything you will find. It's a framework, right? So as we all know. So here again, I'm going to put that, and I will say description. So this is the, let's say, H5 tag. So simple way I'm doing it. So again, you understand this in urls.py. I have created logic in detail. When I go to the detail here, and detail, I'm passing the ID and taking the details of that ID and passing this detail to the HTML page. Details HTML page. So let's see whether it's working or not. I will go food detail. I'm saying I want a detail of one. So it gave me pizza 20 cheese. Don't worry about this look and feel. We will be doing a modification all. If you want to simple do it, just put a H1 tag, H3 and H5. Let's see how it looks. Somewhat it better. We will be doing lots of, when we put the bootstrap and all, it will completely change the look. Okay. Now my how I and the user is cannot keep passing the 1 2, let's say pass 20, let's say what it's saying, which is not into the database. What it says does not exist, right? You are not calling a logical. So it's here, it is comparing, here it is comparing, right? This various views here is comparing ID 20 is not in the database which user is asking, so it failed. Now how long the person will keep putting the in this way? I don't want in this way, right? Whenever I click on the food burger, it should point to the details of that burger. Let's understand in the basic way. So what I will be doing is very simple thing here. Here I'm getting href tag, href here, and I will be passing the URL. The importance of the URL here, I explained you. So this is a percentage URL. Here I'm passing a detail. And here I'm saying item.id. I'm going to close this percentage, close. Hmm? And what else? So here you need to close this, your tag, and here you need to pass. So what I'm doing, urls.py, here I'm going to call my URL pattern where I have written this detail. So this did in the urls.pattern, when I'm going to write in my index.html, it says search this URL in the in my urls.py and pass this item.id. Where is the item.id? And link it with the item dot id context here. Something is missing. What is missing? Tell me. Anybody? I have not closed my SQL tag. But still, I would say something is missing. Definitely it will fail. If you can tell me right now, otherwise the errors can show us. So let me click on it. See again, okay. The positive part, whenever you click on the item ID, it will hyperlink context I have created. Href means hyperlinked reference text I have created. And here, whenever I click on the detail, this link will be hyperlinked. You can see the hyperlink. When I click on it, it will give the details of this complete thing. When I click on the burger, it will give the details of the burger. I need not to, you put your mouse here, go at the bottom of the page, you can see details /1. Go into the burger, you can see details /2. It has already been pointing to that context. Any questions till now? Yes, yes, the question. If you'll ask the question, this will make more interactive for me and more interactive for you. Let me see. Anybody? Adi, RK, Raghu, anything you want to know? What is that? Okay, fair enough. So this page, we need to beautify it. We need to create a very beautiful, like we need to completely create the, add the bootstrap, and we need to add the lots of things. Let's open my notepad. Mm, Notepad plus plus. So basic structure I will be looking out. This is a basic structure I will tell you, and we will be keep adding the bootstrap entries and all. So this is the basic structure. What is that? I am going to see by default, if you are in the Django and you have in the work in go to the marketplace and you have installed Django HTML things, then no CSS support and all, no need to do all those things. Everything will be coming on a just click. I have not enabled because I want to type the things by my own. Now, this beautification of the index.html, how we will be doing it? So here I have to create a body. I have to create a complete structure for that. So basic stuff is that this is my bootstrap CDN. You can copy it from the Google because I am using a live CDN for this. Internet needs to be available for you. And this is a basic template. This is a basic template for this body and HTML page. Here I'm going to write the beautification of my page. Here, and first I need to give a div class. I will say div class, let's say row. See, we will, this is completely an HTML page. We are writing it here. And in the div class, I will be creating a call -md. See, what is the, in one HTML page is divided into the 12 columns. You are using the, you need to design your page in that way. What are the stuffs you want on your page should be depicted properly. So what I'm doing, I am creating a row here. I am going to create a column here. Column, what is saying? MD is equal to 4. Let's say I'm going MD is equal to 3. Let my marginal grid, I am taking 3. Means in a page, when I divide it, the third column grid, it should be dedicated for my this stuff what I'm going to present. So this you need to put that here. You need to close the div class, and what you need to do here, you need to let's say showcase your image. So how you showcase your image? I'm say image tag source. What is the source? Here I'm my source is item. I am the context it is, and here image. So here the image is there, the source is image here, and other stuff is that what else? You need to pass like this context, in the source image you need to pass the href. I'm saying, and in this, in before that I'm going to say what type of class it is, what type of object it will be storing. So you say class is equal to card. What is class is equal to card? Google it. I have already put into my favorites, and you can see here I will be bootstrap. You go here forms, and here you, when you click on the cards, so this is the card tag will be there, image. So what type of the card you want to show, this you can show in this way. We will be building some cards also. Let's say I'm putting an image here, so you put that backslash image. I just want to show you, this is a very simple, just a class card source and whatever the information you are going to put. So here the same thing, I am passing an image, I am passing a card. Then here what I need to say, so a similar way, what in a very very simple way it has been written, a very very simple way. If we go to my HTML page, the image, the passing that image is very very easy when you depict it. So I'll say image, and what type of things is you need to put. That's just, I'm going to take a reference because I'm going to type it. So basic stuffs I can say, 150 pixels. What else? Just save it. And here I need to loop my objects. So when I will loop my objects, I will copy, remove this, I will put it into my row, and here I will be ending my loop and for. So what I did, I did a very basic stuff as of now. This looping stuff, whatever it is, I let me comment it. I don't want to use in this way. I will create an image here, and I will be passing the stuff over here. So I have created a call MD4, and I am passing the image, and we here are putting the height of that. So let's see how it shows. If it is shows or not, let's understand, and we will move. So go here, food calling. So image is coming, right? You can see the image is coming at the corner. Image is coming. Let me put the bed, the call on the column MD is equal to 3. Let's say create an offset. See how you understand when you do, when you write the things by your own. So let me offset is equal to 3. Okay. So what it will do, it move your images in the between. Now this tag, I will be creating another tag here. Div class is equal to call minus MD minus, let's say 4, means in your page, in this page, take the fourth after this, take the four margin grid, and here you will do whatever I will want to display here. So when I will do go here, div, div class here, and I will say div. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to write my stuffs how I want to display it. So I will say simple thing, in the simple way, what I'm going to write is, I just copy this. I just want to display here the information, whatever the in front of that image. In front of that image, I want to display the details of that information. So once I click on it, you're getting the point, right? Why I looped? Because I want to iterate each and every object. So when you go, the details will be coming up here. Pizza, 20, and burger and all. Now, instead of creating a hyperlink, I want to create a button ticket here. Whenever I click on the button ticket, it will show me the details. So let me create a button ticket here. Again, I will be creating a div class here and say call minus MD minus, let's say 2 here. And here I will be closing my div class. And what I need to write here, guys, anybody? Anybody? I'm going to create an href, the same thing what I did here, right? I have created an href here. I need to create an href here. The same thing I'm not going to do. I'm going to create a URL pattern for that, and then I will use that URL pattern. Any questions till now? You're getting, we will be repeating these things 10 times. I'm not saying not one time, 10 time I'm going to do this same stuff again and again. So just close this, because I want to type this. The best way to learn anything is just to typing. If you will not type, you will not come to know. So here what I'm doing, I am going to create a detail ID here, and I am going to create create a button ticket here. So I'll say class is equal to button. So if you have a very good hands-on of understanding what you're doing, how you creating a project, right? So say Raja was saying tomorrow we are going to build, and the building is something, enjoy it, enjoy it the way you are doing it. So when saying enjoy it means whatever you're doing, things, imagine it, how it look like. I need a button ticket here to know the details. So enjoy it. Let's understand what I need to do here. Simple thing, primary, or let's say info, anything. And the button should be info. I will tell you the difference. And if you like really Django, it's very interesting. I'm truly speaking, it's very interesting things. Once you build two projects, you will start loving it. So here a this. So once you click on it, you will get a one detail. When I click on detail, it will be giving the details of that. So my basic development of my URL has been done. Basic development of my URL has been done. Now, what I will do, this page obviously not look so great, and obviously you are not going to appreciate it. I have to put some nav bar. What is a nav bar? Go, it's everything is available, right? Here you go to the nav bar here. What type of the, we will be typing it mostly. Okay, just I want to show you for your reference. A basic stuff we will copy it, rest of the things we will be copying it. I will tell you, the once you start typing it, you will be chronologically you will be building your application. Let's say you want in this way, how this way your nav bar should be there, navigation bar, or you want that your bar should be in this way. It's looks like very complex and written everything for in the code. I don't want to use it. Let's say use the basic stuff, nav bar here, where I will go up to the body here. I will go here, nav bar. I will create my own navigation bar. What do you mean by own navigation bar here? I will be creating a food app. Okay, let's see. Simple and slowly we will building it up. We will see got a food app at the corner. You don't like the color at the back, make it change. Let's, I don't want the light color, I will make a dark color here. I will make a dark color here and save it. Simple as it is. Now I want to add some navigation things, right? So I will add here, let's say div class is equal to card. Okay, and sorry, nav bar, because it's a nav bar, right? So I'm going to add a nav bar here, and I will be writing up here. See, just if see lots of things, when I start building, right, I get to know these applications, where I need to use, what I need to use. So I copied not only from the one thing, I just building the product from here. So this is a nav bar, right? Just simple a div class nav bar. Just do the same thing here, div class nav bar here, and what you will do, close this div class. 1 second, guys. Div class here, and what I'm going to do here, I will be creating my own context. What I'm going to create my own context. So a simple a href is equal to, I'm just giving nothing here, and here I'm going to place a class is equal to nav, let's say nav item. Here I'm not doing anything. Let's understand. Okay, small building up. I'm just typing it, understand it what I'm doing. I'm creating a nav item for my this stuff, and what I need to say, menu. I want to add a menu bar in my nav bar. So and here I'm going to close it, and let's see how it behaves. Go here. See, menu is coming, but it's not coming good, right? It's not doing anything because I'm not creating any logic, but it's not looking good. Let's do the beautification of this as well. Go here and pass a nav link. I want to pass a nav link. Let's see anything has been done here. Better. When we keep adding, we will be looking out the more stuffs. So just copy this, writing again and again the same stuff is not good. So just put let's say add item. I would say here, what else? You might say sign up. Okay, let's see. So these stuffs will be added over here. Got the point? You want to see it depends on all how you want to develop your product. This is stuff. So I want to say m5, I want to create a line difference of m3, so it's give a distance of these products. These details will be filled up. So when I click on it, here the navigation bar is not coming up. Again and again, I need not to write everything in every page again and again. So what I will do, I will be creating a base template. What will the base template will be doing? Base.html page. This base.html page, I have to write the repetitive things. Like this is a page which I'm going to build. This is the basic stuffs here. So I already have these things in this page. Like one is a style sheet, which is the bootstrap. This is my compatible. This is a view. This is my UTF-8. The repetitive things in all the page I will be removing and putting into the base.html. So I will go here, index. What are the repetitive things? You're getting right. You are running along with me, guys. Any questions? Adi, Raghu, RK, any questions?
Yeah, no anything.
Okay. So, the repetitive things, what I'm doing here, I just remove it here from my index.html and put into the base.html. So I already put that these details here, repetitive things. Uh, okay. Now, in the details.html, in the index.html, this navigation bar is repetitive, right? I will be removing this navigation bar here, Control X, nothing else. Uh, this navigation bar along with the this page, right? Just copy this stuff, the repetitive things, right? You will remove these repetitive things here and control this and put into the body tag here. So now the repetitive things I have removed from my index.html. Means this is the logic which has been used in that template, because I don't want this to be created into details, because this image and all I don't want to put into the details.html. Remove this, I don't need it. I commented. So I don't want to do the repetitive. So how the base.html will know what you need to run and what you need to run into the calling file, calling HTML. So how, first of all, how you call the HTML page here? You need to extend the extended here base.html. I'm exporting this base.html in my local file. But how, see, I understand this. This is a very good concept. So if you extend.html, go here, go to the page, how it looks, everything is gone, right? It exported the page, but it's not doing anything because we are not writing anything where to call, what to call. So in my base.html, what I'm going to say in the body, after running all these stuffs, which is repetitive things, you see block body. Whenever you hit with this command block body, whenever you hit with this command block body, you execute the local HTML page. So here I exported the HTML page, and here I'm saying, boss, when you come here, just when just when right here block body, and here I will say start the block body, means start executing this, and close this whenever I want it here. Means I want that this needs to be executed, which is written in the local page. So let's see my URL is working or not. Everything is fine because I block body and body block I have executed here. Similar thing I'm going to do in HTML details.html page. Let's uh, comment it. Let's beautify it. So first, the basic stuff, copy it here, right? The repetitive things I will be removing from my page. Repetitive things I will be removing. you can ask the question why I'm not removing this. I will tell you, when I will the copyright and all I will be putting up these stuffs I need in the local page. I don't want, because local page I cannot update. So that's why I'm putting the basic stuff what is locally has been written, I'm not changing it. So here what you're saying, extends block, sorry, base.html. Here what you are going to write, here you are going to write the logic here, say block body and end block. So here we're saying block body and end block. So what do you mean by that? Block body and end block? I have a question. Let's see what's question. Can you explain the extent again? Yes, so we will be doing multiple times. So whenever you're doing the extents, so this I am going to export this base.html file. The base.html file is having all the repetitive things what I am doing in what I'm trying to use in all the pages. So it is having the bootstrap, this I'm using in all the pages. This is having the navigation bar I'm using in all the pages. So this is all repetitive things I'm going to extend. This is an exporting. Similarly, you're exporting your base.html. I'm exporting it. So once you export it, you will be saying where to write the. They see every page it's having own logic, right? Where you want to tell that, okay, now you exported it. Now you write the logic what is written in that HTML file. So there you need to define the string in base.html also, that after closing this repetitive thing, block body, whenever you hit this tag, start executing the local page thing. So when in this block body will, when it got it in here, it will start executing this, and then you have to end block. So whatever the local page I would say you want to write, you have to put that logic here itself. You got that point? Okay. Now do the beautification here. Okay. So now I will be doing the beautifications here of my page. So how you do the beautification of your page here? You have to write right the same logic. You want to display your image, your details of that here itself. So here let's say create a div class is equal to, I want to create in a container. Huh? What is the meaning of container? You have to contain your whole page in a one container. Contain your container, it's a self-defined word, right? So you want to contain your page in in a one defined page. So I'll say div class here, and here you say div class is equal to row, and here you pass the div class, and here you write the div class is equal to, let's say, call how you want it in MD6, means in the margin. This is your page, right? This is your page. I want that the whenever I click on the detail, the sixth part where the managing grid marginal grid should be allocated for my image. So I will be writing that logic here itself. I'll say marginal grid 6. Here you will allocate the space, and here you close this div class here, and here you will be writing as image tag, same what you have written here. I don't want to repeat it again and again, just copy it. I will put that detail here itself. So understand this item, that's why I keep using the same name, because the same context and passing in each and every file, so I need not to change again and again. That's why the reason I am using the same variable again and again. So this is the image context page, and this is here block body, and end block is written here. See, once you have the div class created, these things automatically will be coming, but I want to type, I want to write, that's why I have not enabled it. So just go here and see how your page looks like. So your image is coming. How your page is coming? Because whatever you clicked on it, that image is coming. If you click on the burger, the burger image will be coming. We will be updating these images shortly. Just hang on with a couple of minutes with me. So this image is in the marginal grid 6, right? Again, after this, I will be creating another div class is equal to call minus md minus 6. Here you need to write how you want to display. So slash div class here, I'm closing my div class here, and here I'm going to write my these stuffs, right? What I have written here. Sorry. So this the same thing. What you need to write at h2 tag and ht tag. I just copy this again. Don't want to copy again and don't want to do again and again. This is the stuff. Why it is coming in a hyperlink text? Let's see. This should be somewhere. This block body. This is not proper. That's why by looking at your page itself, you can understand where it is coming incorrectly and wrong. So what I'm doing, I just copy this thing and go to the details.html. I will paste it here, and the details will be coming up here itself. So do your beautification, whatever. See, if you have HTML and copied everything, then no need to worry. So the details are coming over here. Let's update the image of that, right? Let's update the image. So I'm going here, admin, and click on the items, go to the burger. Let's say take any burger image, images. Just go here, I will copy it here, click any of the image, click on the image, anything. You just click on this. What is this? Burger image is the simple image I wanted. I don't want to waste time here. Just copy the link here, update it. So just for the beautification, I'm just image, save it. I'm just updating the pizza also. Take the pizza images, glue it here, just copy any image, link, update it here, saved, right? So what I will do, I close it, go in my food app, and the burger image is coming. If you go to the details, your pizza image will be coming up here, and the details you are going update in the burger image is coming over here. Got the point? Now, this application I'm going to give in my society. How? Because everybody wants a different stuffs in there every day, because one family is creating this food stuff every day. So they will be uploading, they will be adding the item, and whenever the person logged in, they can see which are the items available and they can order. So that is a simple app. I'm going to donate this app in my society, in my apartment. So this is an app which will be helpful in many ways. So I want to build. So somebody is logged in, they can add the item. They can add the item by its own. So let's write a logic for that. How to add an item. So for adding an item, you need a form, right? You need a form which is in a similar structure of your model, right? You have to give the user a form which is in the similar structure of your model. Correct me? Yes or no? You can write. I want to give a form to the user in the similar structure of my model. Correct? Okay. So what I'm going to write here, I'm going to write a logic for my adding item. So I'm saying path, and here I will say add stuff, and here I'm going to write a logic for that. So I will say comma views dot, let's say create underscore item is my function name, and here the same thing again and again I'm doing, right? I'm saying the create is it's a string, so just put into the double quotes create underscore item. So I'm just writing this logic. I am going to create a function by saying no, it create item in the views. It goes into the views, it does not find it. Let me create something here. So I will say create here, def create underscore item. And here you need to pass again the same request here. And once you pass the request here, you need to create the form. So you need to create a form for that. Means you have to give the user a form, right? So let me quickly create, but Django already is going to provide you how to create a form. Let's say forms.py. I'm just creating, my bad, it's not py, it's not my, it's a py. So just creating a forms.py. In this form.py, I'm going to create a class. Django is going to create a form, HTML form for it, for us. This is a beautification of the Django. How? Let's see. So from Django's couple of things I need to import, and here I say forms, and I will say class as item name. You have to write in the camel way. One first item is up, and other lower letters. So this is the way you have to. So you have to you need to inherit one class, that is a forms.model form. You just inherited. I'm going to pass this information here, and here I'm going to create my form. How you create your form? You want the same columns. Same column should be created in the form which is an item. So let's import that. Import that table. Dot models import item. So in this item, whatever the columns is there, create a form for me. So I need for this I need to create a meta table. I'm saying just what is a meta table means metadata of this table of the form. How you want to create, you want to type it in this way. In this class.meta, you need to pass that information, and what type of information you need to pass. You say from which model you need to, this model is a keyword which is defined by Django. You have to use it. This model is going to link with that table and say which fields you required, right? Which fields you required means what I want all the fields from this is being used. So I will just pass underscore underscore all underscore underscore. So I want all the field items. It should be an item, let's say better it's detail item detail. So here I want to I have created one class here and change the metadata of that table. Means I'm saying what should be the metadata of this table. It should link with the item table, and it should take all the default. This form is having all the details, all the details. You can pass the list if you want some definite columns, like you want the name or the price, then you can pass it here. So now I will import that form in my views here. From dot forms import item detail. So once you import that, what is this models item? Okay. So once you import this, then what you is going to say, create an object. So first understand this logic. Okay, create a form object and then say item detail form, and here you will be passing as a request dot, sorry, what happened? So it's a, here you are going to pass as a request dot post. What this signifies, it should be in a capital letter. Post, it is saying whenever somebody is clicking the submit button, this form should be initiated. So I say form or none. If none is also there, then also you need to initiate this form. If somebody is not posting it also, then also you need to initiate this form. This is the way. And here I'm saying form dot is valid as a function which has been provided by Django. What it is validating, I will tell you in a couple of minutes. Okay. Once this form is there, then you do a save. you have to save the details whatever the user is updating it. Once you pass this, then you have to return, redirect this page to some HTML page. When the detail is saved, right, where it go next, where what logic you have to write, to the index page which we already created. We have created index, right? That the index which we added into the views.html, this index we have created, right? So we are going to write a logic here and says once you save this form, pass this into the index. I will say return, render this information. I will say request, and this request you are going to pass into the, where you need to pass, you need to pass into the HTML page. What is an HTML page? You just click on it and say item add .html page. We'll go into the item.html page, and here you are going to pass the context. The format is always be same, nothing has been changed. You say form, and here you are going to write the, what is the form. So just you write the form, you have to render this. Still this page is not created. Let's create this page. I will ask you a couple of questions after this. I'm pretty sure you are you are focusing on it, but I will ask you a couple of questions that will be helpful for your understanding as well. So let me create a quick form. Everything I am typing, I'm doing hard work for you. This is a very easily you can is available. Google it, you will find everything. I'm doing everything for you so that you can understand and correlate what I'm doing it here. So method is post. If it's a post method, you have to write it. Here you need to write CRSF. This is what is CRSF? What is CRSF? Anybody? Cross-site request forgery. Whenever you are dealing with forms, that Django needs to validate one security cover for you, and that is called the CRSF. So CRS token you have to update. That is a cross-site verification. Here, the context what you are passing is here. I will explain you again one time more. Just and type is equal to, let's say, submit. So here I'm going to create a button ticket here. And here I'm saying submitted, class is primary. And here you say add item. And here I'm going to close the form. You understood the logic? Yes, no? Let's go through once again. I go to the urls.py. I created one context add, means anybody is calling this context, this path food, then it will go to the logic what I am writing in the create item. In the create item, I am calling this form. This form I have created here, created here with the help of my table. The Django is itself going to create this form into the HTML page. When go to the urls.py, sorry, in the views.html, this form details would be there. When you see the whether it's a request post or none, you validate this form and you save this form, and once you save this form, you redirect to the index page, and then then these details where you need to forward, where how the users can see, you have to pass this detail into this form details into the HTML page. I'm forwarding this form into the HTML page. Once I format this, there's a template for the form. You have to post here as token. I've imported that same form that I have created here, right? Forms.py, the same form I have created with the help of views, because views cannot directly go to the to go and update, and you cannot you cannot call HTML page form directly from the forms. So there is a way, right? MVT structure we need to follow. There's a fixed architecture. There's a chronological order we need to do. MVT means views model template. You cannot deviate it from there. You cannot directly call forms py from your item add, right? This is the logic. That's why we have to follow one process. Once you follow this process, the bigger projects can be managed very positively. Let's say I will context add. Let's see the page, this page has been created. Let's do a very simple way. I'm just giving a para. Let's see, it is coming in this para. We will be doing a good beautification of this page, and we will type our own code. Okay, so this is the page. Let's say I'm going to add, let's say I'm saying demo pizza, and here I say description let's say cheesy pizza, anything. Here I am giving a $50 of that and just add item. Once you add, the item has been added in my database. You can see that has been added because the default image it is. If you go to the details, you can see the image details. Anything, any questions? So I cannot call this contest again and again from my URL. I have to write into the add item. Somebody click on the add item and automatically this item will be coming up for you, right? So let's write a logic for that. So where this is my add.html, this is a hyperlink. I just, this href. So you can go and create a URL. Any questions? So here I'm going the name of that what I have given over there, and here I just need to percentage bar, and here I am going to close this. Okay, so this as simple as it. Just you pass the URL pattern or how the URL pattern for your add item. Just click on it. When you click on it, I think so it is not refreshed. Just click on the run server. See add item, automatically this page will be coming. So add item automatically the page will be showing. In the same way, the food item, whenever you nobody is writing a back, I know now you cannot see any button with the back and all. So once you click on your application, it should go to the index page. So let's write that logic as well as we are here itself. Just we don't need to do anything much in that. Just here we are calling wherever the food app is there, just copy that URL, and here we are saying what URL we are providing, index, and index in the index we will be saying here, and here we will closing the braces and done that. This is our, if we click on our food, how can we test it? Click on add. Okay, in add we have not still added that template, that's why it is coming. If you click on the food app, it's pointing up here. Let's quickly beautify our add item, then we will see all the buttons are working or not. When you click on the menu, when I click on the item, it should come out very beautifully. Let's beautify our add.html page. This is our add.html page. Think like just like you're writing a story. Just think you are writing a story the similar way you have to write your code. Then I'm definitely you will enjoy in writing it. Before moving ahead, I just want to ask any questions. Okay, so what I will do, I will be writing my whole page here. How I will be writing my whole page here. So I will be opening one. First I will extend my page here, extend and say base.html. Okay, and once I copied my base.html, I need to write where is my block body. So I will say block body here. I will be updating here, and information I need to pass that here. So I just block body. So once you click on it, and one again next tab, and everything is managed. Now you need to write your own page. I'm saying think about it. So how you want to create an image that add item stuff. So just like this div class, let's say container, same. I want to contain it, then close this div class. I'm not enabling it, that's why it's not coming. Say div class is equal to row. Here you write is as a div class here, closing here.
Oh, in the third line, you have words class names.
Third line is, yeah, sorry, thanks. So this div class here and here, because everything is manual, right? Once you from the marketplace you import the HTML, these basic stuff, basic issues will not come up, but you will not learn that. You will, the way you enjoy, because everything is Google, you copy paste. I'm pretty sure many developers or the web developers don't know what they're writing it up. They just copy paste and it's working. So what I say, class is equal to container. So this, sorry, column minus MD minus how you want to write that form. It depends on you. So this is MD is equal to 4. Let's say I marginal grid of 4. Same thing again and again, but you have to think how you're writing it. So after this, I want to this div class I have closed. I have not closed this div class. I've closed this div class, and here I'm going to write a logic here. Div class is equal to card. So I need to create a card image. So in this again, keep closing it, because once you for me, keep telling, if I will miss anything, then again I have to do search it again, once again and again. So here's a div class here, and here I need to write what I need to write: card header. Class header. So this class header, what it is going to say, you need to first, you need to create a card. I already explained you what is a card, right? If you go here, what is that? Bootstrap food also do by. So here I'm building this card for you. Okay, in this format, let's say in this format, I need to create a card for you. I need to create title. I need to create a other stuffs for you. So here I can copy paste easily. Here is everything I'm doing it here, this same thing. But let's see, let's copy it. Oh sorry, let's type it. So I here what I did, I created a card. I need to create a header for this, and here 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, perfect. So here again I'm going to place a div class here, and I say just like in a card, right? Marriage cards and all, you saw that the card is there, there's a heading is there, then the title is there. Similar way, it's a very user friendly. Say title, I want to write a title for that. Just close this div class here, and here the title would be, let's say, add add item. So all these things, one time it is, in maximum pages we will be using the similar page, but just want to type it, show it to you. Let's see how my page looks. Go to the add item. See, add item came here, the card came here. The first step has been done, because it only executed the block body part, right? There's the below one is not executed because it's not in my block body. So I comment or not, it does not make any difference for it, because it's saying I don't care. Whatever you're writing out of the block body, I will not care for you. So just do a beautification here. I'm saying card header. I want the text should be in the white, and let's say BG info, in info page. Let's say how the page comes out, it should be in the info. You can see red, danger, you can say primary, anything you can do it. Okay, and here let's say, okay, let's say I'm creating an offset MD4. Let's say how it comes out to be, it coming at the middle of that. And here the title, I put it here, and let's say this is my class header and title. So so just for the sake, I'm telling you, you have to loop where it's your loop complete, you have to write your class body. So here you need to class your
Yeah, in this eighth line, CLA triple S you are mentioning, is that there is a problem or no problem?
yeah, definitely there's a problem. So
Okay.
the things will be not coming up properly. So here, if it is not coming it properly, then it will take a div, and div does not have a class, does not have the bootstrap. We are adding these bootstraps, right? And these bootstraps does not make any sense. So good point, thank you. So this is the class where my header completes, my header and the title completes. Above I am just explaining what is the card and all. Inside the header and title completes. Here I am going to write a class here, and what in the class, what I am going to write here, this in this class I am going to create my body of that. So say class body here. So just close this div class. I've already closed. Just copy the below lines here and see the difference how it is. So just go here and put it here. Just put the tab. Just put the Just put that. See, copy paste does not help. I hate copy pasting. Even though if it is on Google, I try to understand and type it by myself. So, so this is see how the form is coming up. So the form is coming up in this way, but still it does not look so great, right? I want to put the name. This is the field name, and this is the field. This is a field name. This is a field. So this dictionary, what is the form it is having? It is having in the form of the dictionary. So for further beautification, because it should work as a hyperlink when you type, right? It should come as a hyperlink and all these things. Let's do some more beautification of that. So here you create a for loop for let's say field in form. This is your dictionary, right? I want to create a dictionary. I want to loop it here, and here I just remove this and I say, and for this, a couple of things in this HTML page, just for the loop, how you do it and other things. So here, what you are going to write, you have to create a field, field, field dot name. So first understand this, then we will keep looking. First you click on it, the names are coming up, name, description, price, image, but fields are not coming. Let's create um, a breaking line here and just put that as a field here. Let's see. So it's coming up here, but still it not looks great, right? Description image is coming here. So what I will do, I will be putting this in this div class is equal to form group. Let's see any difference. I'm grouping these fields in the form of and closing my div class here. Let's see how it's coming. This is coming in a better way. So but I still prefer the previous way it has been coming up. But I just want to show you how to create a group, how you create the items, how you create the images, everything here. So if I want to add new pizza, new pizza already done, burger king, let's say, and here the description near Sarjapur. I'm just giving a location, anything you can put, and let's say it's $50. Edit, it's coming. The dollar is not coming, right? Nobody pointed. I keep saying dollar, dollar, dollar. How it is coming a dollar, right? Nobody is known. So let's change it to the index.html, put the dollar sign here, and go to the details.html, put the dollar sign here. And once you put that dollar, what happened? It's saved or not? Index.html, it's saved. Go ahead. So dollars, oh, my bad. And description part, I have put that. So go here and put that dollar here and see the dollar price is coming over here. If you go here, the dollar price again here coming in the description part of that, just put it to the price part and dollar you come here, you go here and see the dollar it is coming over here. So if you see it's working, right? When you click on the food, it goes back. So this, you go add item, you could add item, you go to the index page. So my these tables in menu also the same thing. You can put a same URL pattern and you will go here and you can create your details and all. Now I want that whoever looking out this page can update this. Somebody has put that pizza wrongly. I want that today idli in my breakfast. I put that. No, I changed my mind because I have given a time frame till 2 hours. You can update your things. You can update your items. So let's say no, today I want that not idli. I want a dosa today in the morning. So somebody wants to put the details. Let's see how can we create a logic to allow the user to update their own items. The same thing, go here for better readability, where somebody else will be coming in your project and will see what you are writing it up. So update item, I'm putting up here. And here, again, I'm passing the same logic here, and I'm saying path here, and say update here. And here I'm going to write. So go here, views dot update underscore item. Here name is equal to update underscore item. Okay. So I'm going to write this. I'm saying I'm going to create a logic for that, and I update an item, go into the views.py here and write my own function, write my own function the similar way. Let me copy this. There's nothing. Let me copy this, or okay, let me copy this. And for saving the time, just what I'm saying, I'm just changing the function here, update underscore item. I want that individual item detail. When somebody will update, it should go into that ID. I want that ID here. So I say item is equal to the same thing. I will be writing a logic here. Item dot objects dot get ID is equal to ID. First see whether that ID is a correct ID or not. Then I'm going to initiate a form. And in this, what I'm doing, if the form is valid, we index the same logic. And here I'm going to pass the item. You need to tell me whether it will work or not. One mistake I have done. Anybody? Okay. I'm pretty sure this is not easy to get, but I thought that, see, if somebody is going to check an item where the item needs to be updated in the form, the same item, let's do that. Mistake, let's happen. Let's understand this. So I am going to use the same page of update add HTML dot page. I'm not creating a new page for that, but I am passing the same detail. Let's see. Okay, in urls.py, one mistake I did, I have not passed the int colon ID. I will pass this, and this should see. I will go here, I will say update /1. So the form is coming, right? But the thing is that add item. So I have to create another HTML file so that it should make some logic, right? But I will creating that HTML file will not make much time. Item update.html. I copy this, completely nothing, just copy control C, and here you put the control V. Here you, what you are going to do here, instead of add item, you say update item. Date item. I will go here and the views.html, just I would say update. Let's see if it's working. Update item, right? So give a proper name. You want to alter name or something like that, you can give a proper name. So here you, but what to update? I have given the first ID. It's a pizza. The pizza details should come over here, right? The details are not coming up here. It means we are doing some mistake. So what I'm doing, I'm passing this item, but I'm not passing along with the form. So there is a instance is equal to item. I just need to pass these details along with the item. Let's see. So these items are coming up. So when I click 1, it is coming this. When I click 2, the burger is coming. When I click 3, my new demo pizza is coming. The details, anybody wants to update it, let's say $10. I will just add the item. Instead of add, I just put the update. So my $10 will be updated in the demo pizza. Let's go into the update. Let's create it a proper page here and say update item. Okay, so when now somebody is going to update again, the person needs to keep going on this tag, right? Update /1 and all. So I don't want this. I want to add the button somewhere. Where is the best way to add? So if you go here, I will go to the details. Here the button should come, right? So let's go into the details.py. Here I'm going to write an href. See, again, you can see again the same thing again we are doing, but only you need to have a full command what you are doing it. So here we are going to pass a context. What context you need to pass? Update underscore item. When you're saying update underscore item, along with that you have to pass the item dot id, and that you close the percentage and this update, and say class is equal to button, and say button /warning. Update, for update you can do a warning, warning, let's say, and here you close your h. Any questions? So when I click on this, something goes wrong. So let's see what is the problem. So I think that this is not needed. I have to write this. So, okay. Tell me what is the problem. Again and again, we did the same thing because this should come here and I have to write here the button name. I will say update. Okay. Nothing else. Update is coming here. When you click on update, the pizza will be coming up. When you go to the food app, you want to update the burger, you go to the update, you want to update that pizza. Simple as it is. Things you are with me till now? Okay. So now, okay.
I think this one is for a dynamic purpose only, right?
Which one is the dynamic?
Yeah, this app is dynamic purpose only we are using, right?
I'm
Dynamic
not.
in the sense, dynamic in the sense we are entering so and so data and it is automatically stored into database. So
Correct, correct.
that is nothing but dynamic only, right?
So yeah, you help me into and make you understand what is a dynamic and what is not dynamic. So this is part is a dynamic part, but
Yeah.
HTML is a static part. As such, whole application is a dynamic. You are correctly said. Thanks for reminding me to tell you what is a template. So basically template is helping us to make correlate between your dynamic and a static part, and the static part is the HTML part, is the layout what you are giving, and you are taking the dynamic part from your database and updating your template. As you said, this application is a dynamic, and every application is a dynamic. It's not like no application is static. Something you need to be the static things like food app, these menu bars, and you have to give a static, nothing going to be changed. Let's say in Amazon, you keep adding the product. That is also a dynamic. Everything is a dynamic, right? That's where that the world is moving on. So these apps are all dynamic when it's saying. So it's a mixture of dynamic and the static part. When the static part is there, then there is considered templates, layout, structure. Previously, our image were coming in this way, right? Our database, web page, and we are putting the pizza burger, which is not good enough. Then it's coming into the list form. I have created a list form. That is also not good enough. Then I added a template in my page, bootstrap I have added. Then my page look like this beautiful page. So it's a combination of the dynamic and the static part. So obviously, you are correct in a one way that our application is dynamic.
Yes, actually, basically these two types actually websites is also dynamic and static. So whenever the interaction of the database automatically that is dynamic only, I think.
Correct, correct. So when see, then we are moving in other direction. And so how the rest things are working and other things are working. Then we will be looking at much details of that when probably I am also very interested to showcase that these things. But as you said, when the database is being involved, the dynamic part comes into picture, which already I explained into my PPT. This is a dynamic part. So yes, correct. The database is a dynamic.
Okay, thank you.
So this is a food app, this is a menu, this is a thank you, and this is we are adding it up. Now I want to give some certain liberty to my application person that whoever wants to update can update here and go here and put update and delete it. If they're not interested, I don't want to eat this, right? So let's put the delete functionality as well. So how to add the delete functionality? Again, the same logic we are putting up here. And here we are going to pass that my delete functionality. I will say delete. Okay, here I'm going to say comma here. I want to delete it. Delete. Let's say item better. Delete underscore item. I need to write this logic in delete underscore item goes. I will go here and let me quickly copy this. Not much difference, but major difference. So how it works? So first you need to take an IT, sorry, item. So whatever the ID is user is going to pass, which because I need to go into that particular ID, I need to go to the pizza, then I will delete it, right? So I will take that item, but I will not give the form. There's no use of a form. I need to ask whether boss you want to delete it or not. That's it. I will delete this form thing. And why I'm doing into the same template again and again, just to correlate you better, right? So here, what I say, but you have to check where somebody should submit that request. Request that method equal to post. So somebody should click the post. When somebody is click the post button, then it means it submit the button. Okay, it submit the button. So once it submitted the button, what I will need to do, I have to whatever the item is there here, we need to delete it. Simple. It delete. So here the Django already provided you that page. Once it deleted, go to the index.html and then it's rendered to the form. You need not to render the form here because form I don't need it. Once you delete it, why you need a form? Form is needed, something you need to update, something you need to add, something you need to delete. Then you need not any form, right? So here, the simple thing, I have to update my function here. Say delete item, and once the ID has been passed, I just checking whether it's a post, whether somebody is putting the button over there, and then person will delete it. Simple as our layman language, right? And then we will be returning to our index page. And done, once it's done, then I have to pass this to the delete.html page. Let's write this MVT structure again. So I'm just writing that in item delete.html page. Once I put the delete.html, simple form. So I don't waste the time much on that. I think so that form has been removed. Okay, no worries. We will be writing this. So that's a form here. What form you need to do it? Method equal to post. If it's a post method, then what you are going to do is CRSF token. And here you are asking with h2 tag, do you want to delete the item? Do you want to delete the item? So here I need to say button ticket type is equal to submit. So you need to create a button ticket. For saving the time, it's writing is very easy. So I have say delete. I have say not primary. I will say danger because I want to create that in danger. So somebody is it's say instead of delete, I will say confirm. Okay, so boss, you want to confirm me whether you are going to delete this item or not, or just as it casually you came and you remove it. So this is going to work or not. Let's see. So when so simple again, I will explain you before going to that. Go to the urls.py. I'm going to say delete here for better readability. You say delete item. Somebody will come here, understand it. Go to the delete function here. I'm going to light music here. I'm taking the item. I'm checking the whether it's a post. I will delete that item and putting go to the index page. So go here and just check with the functionality one. So I'll say delete comma one. So do you want to delete that pizza? The things are not coming up. Let's beautify it first. So here somewhere I am doing this. Right. Do you want to delete this button? Then just it should come right by this. Okay, I will not. It should come. Let's say info. What is that? Button. Okay, let's see what is there written in my logic. So delete functionality here, and I will say it's same, right? Okay, it's confirm. It's not danger button. Basically, it's a confirm button. So the class is a so here the danger is no need to give. Because here my form is there. My HTML form is there. So I will explain you what I'm saying. So primary. Let's say primary. Okay, I will go here my page and say confirm. So once you want to delete it or confirm. So once you click on it, let's say you want to delete the first item, right? So you can go here and delete first item. I will say confirm. It has been deleted. The first item pizza has been deleted, right? But I don't want the person should go here and say, I want the person should create a button here and delete item should come. Delete item should come over there. So let me write this here. My logic, I will go to details.html, do nothing, just copy this here and go to the end and say write it here and just change this other stuff. Delete item. So you need to give item here. Your warning in C you say danger. So in the danger you have to write delete here the button name. Let's see it's working or not. The delete will come here. So I don't want to go anywhere. I just go to the Burger King. I will say I want to delete it. I will say confirm. I will say confirm it. This beautification of this page again we will be doing in a couple of minutes. How we will do it? That simple, you extend it and not much beautification is needed because somebody is leaving, right? So much beautification is not required. So let's see. I will just so in my, this is my, not my project. So this is my delete button. I just going to extend it and put the bootstrap of that. So extend here and say base.html and here block body. Block body. Just copy this and remove this tag. And some basic things I inhabited because how long you will keep writing it up. So you could delete, then the basic HTML page it comes just to confirm and see that once you put the bootstrap, automatically the color will be coming in the warning, danger, clean, everything. You need to add that bootstrap. So till now the things are fine. You are with me? So what we are going to do here, we added the basic stuffs as well. The update, delete, add, base.html, details.html, and everything. Still, the authentication part is not done much. So let's quickly do an authentication. Probably it will not take much more than 10 minutes, but I will explain you what I'm doing it here. So somebody need to sign up in your application, right? Somebody need to fill the application and you sign up in your application. So what I will do here, I will go into the users here, go into the views, sorry, in my URL. So I already explained you, right? This the basic diagram. So this URL is going to go, one is that you need to call this food app directly into the urls.py, which we did in the main app. For this user, I'm not going to create any urls.py in the locally. Directly, I will be copying that file into urls.py. Let's see what I'm doing. So here you can see, right, there the urls.py I have created in my food app here, right? What the stuffs I'm doing it, and this I'm calling in my mail urls.py. But for this users, I'm not going to do the similar thing. I'm going to directly call this. So how you directly call this? Just need to import it, as simple as it. Go to the users, import views. See, the difference is that I'm not including that food app. I'm not, because I'm not going to create number of URLs. That's why I'm not including. Simple as it is. I just say path here. What I am writing into the local URL, I am writing into the main URL. How? So I'll say register. I want to register the person. So you need to include, not include, just views. So here the views is there. Let's say I'm giving as a user underscore, you rename it because number of things like I don't want to get um, distracted or let's say a duplicacy of that view should not be there. So I'd say view dot, what I need to say, I need to create a function for that. I'd say register and say name is equal to register, simple as it is. So it's still it will crying the boss views is, there's nothing register in my views because obviously I have not created any function. I will go here and go here views. I will create a function here. Function, sorry, the function here I will say
Spelling
register.
mistake on name.
Sorry.
You did the spelling mistake on name before.
Oh, urls.py. So let me see. Perfect. So this is the urls.py. Thanks for uh, letting me know. This is again, I'm putting the register. So what I'm going to do, the Django is providing you by default one form, a sign up form, what we are saying. So I am going to use that form. So let's say form Django dot contrib dot auth dot forms and import. It's very simple. Just contrib you need to and auth you need to remember. Again, this thing, everything is there. User creation chain form, user model form already been defined given by the Django. So I'll say user creation form. So in this, what I will do, I will be taking the request here. This will not change whether it's a request or request ID. I mean any particular ID you want to. So I say request form. So I will create an object of that form, and what I'm going to call this as a user creation form here. And here I'm going to write the same logic, whether it's a request dot post or none. My God. None. And here at the same logic, if form is valid here, if the form is valid, so you do one thing, form dot. Okay, so here the important thing which I want to add here, you will save the form. That is not a problem. Saving the form is not a problem. After saving the form, I will take the username from my for my whoever the person is putting into the form. I just take the username. How you get the form? Forms dot form dot uh, that is the clean 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 data. This is a clean, I think so. Clean data, clean data. Okay, clean data. And here what we are doing, I'm saying dot get what I need to get, the username. So I will clean the data, I will take the username. So similar way I have created the folder here itself. I just want to show you here that the way I have created my views here. So I just one register form. I will tell you why I put the register form. I'm not using the by default form, but here I clean the data. I take the username. Here I am passing the message and login. Let me copy this. I will tell you what is the benefit of that. It's saying I am going to print one message that user successfully created. That's why I am taking this message. So what I have to import that. So this message, it's crying that you have not imported this messages, right? I have to import it as Django messages in the main file. So say Django dot contrib import messages. So just I'm saying messages. It will redirect. Redirect is still not there. So I have to again say render and redirect. The two things I need to copy it and I just image it. So if the form is valid, clean the data, put that username in success, and everything is being done. Now, if this is the user creation form has been done, let's see how it works. If they return, I think so we are on the time. Also, let me do it here itself. I will just copy this and do a register form here.
Here in this 13th line, there is after request F is there, right? What is the meaning of that F?
So F is in Python when you are doing a formatting, right? You have to format. F is print F is a in the Python we are using, right? So when we are formatting, it will be giving you you are printing it. So here
Oh,
in the Django, in the way you write the message in the message queue, message table, this is the way you have to update it. Simple as it is.
So let me add you something here. So the in Python we can do various ways of formatting the strings. Okay. So one is with the normal percentile D, percentile symbol. The another one is the format function itself is there. And the third one is the F strings. The F strings is actually introduced in the 3.6. Before that, there was no F strings. Okay, and it is really useful. And going forward, you can see in applications people are developing, they use only F string only. It's really useful. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
So here we are going to create a templates here, and I'm just creating a form here and just saying register.html. The same thing, nothing I'm changing. I'm just ML. Okay, let's create a simple form which I have created here in my delete.html. Just copy this. I will change a couple of things, not much. I will say here, no need of this message. I'm just saying form, right? So I'm saying, so nothing I'm changing. I'm changing form. Here I need to change the sign up. Let's see how it looks. And then we will be doing a beautification more on that. So what I did right now, in my mains.url, I have created a view register. I will go here in the register, and the register, it search in the views whether any register one is there or not. So I have created a form, request post or none. After that, if this form is valid, um, so here one more thing you can do. If request dot method, somebody can tell me why I'm doing here. So that make my session a bit successful. So I'm saying if the request dot method equal to post, okay. And basically, it's not a configuration. It's about programming what we are doing it here. So anybody, why we did this? Because the first time the user will come, it will not be a post method or not. If it is not a post method, if the method is post, then it goes into these type of things, right? Validation and all. If the method is not post, then the person should go and open a creation form. The reason what I am saying that I have to put a condition request method is equal to post, because this validation will not be successful. The validation will not happen first of all, and the validation will not successful because you have not put anything. You have not, and this first of all, this will not be called because you have to post. You have to submit the button. Then it makes a sense. Otherwise, it does not make a sense to add this. Let's see whether it is working or not. Go into the food. Now there is no need of food because the context is directly registered, right? If you see a context that is registered, I will go here and I will take this. The form is coming up. Now I will tell you what is valid function. You might be wondering what is valid function is doing. It's doing lots of things for you by default. It's if you click on it, you can read what is written here. I don't want to go to the Django what they have written for you, but I want to explain you what they are going to test. Let's say I'm going to write here username. I want to visit demo and just give a password. Just see this all will be doing a beautification. Okay, now you will be okay. Good point. So here I'm redirecting the login, but I have not created anything. So I have to create an index because when I create the login page, because I copied it from the old one, that's why the login is coming up. I want to direct it to the index. Let's see. Go to the register again. Again, I'm going to give a user. Now see the validation part. Sorry. See, it's saying a user already exists because in my previous one, when I have created demo, it reached up to here. Means form is saved. Data is saved. Let's see whether data is saved or not. Go to the admin. Go to the users. Your data is saved. But after saving, you are not, the redirection was failed. That was a problem. So the user already been created. So I'd say register here. So this is uh, so this is something which I want to tell you. This is a register, something you can put the username password. Let's say I'm going to create another one. But you saw that user exist is not printing data. So because I have, let's say I have a demo, demo 1 2 3 4, and I say 1 2. Raja, you want to me continue that or how you want it?
How long you will take?
30 minutes more. So
Oh my god. Okay. But here anyway, I'm not seeing much people joined.
okay, so let's close it. So this image and this if message is not printed, so message and all will be printed. I will be just take another 5 minutes. So let's copy the stuff. In my base.html, I have to write logic here that if there is a message, then print that message. That's as it is. And go to the base.html, go to the base.html and just write this. The message will be printing it up here for you. So I will be not continuing after this, but just want to say if the sign up is there, then obviously you need to when somebody clicks sign up, nothing needs to be done. It will be very simple and straightforward. You go here in your base.html and where the sign up is there, just give the linking part, nothing else. So just copy this and here you say register, nothing else. And you click on something register not found, it means some spelling problem. So this is obviously when you are typing it and all you are doing it, these small steps will be coming up. So let's go here and say register, copy this and go to the base.html, yeah, register, go here and just you go back, sign up, and you click sign up, it should come. Let's see why it is not coming in another 2 minutes. Go to the base.html. So here register enabling sign up. So obviously it's not done. Let me refresh it. Once you refresh it, go to the sign up. It should come. URL href linking register. You sign up. So it should come. I will see and I will get back to you on that, and we will continue here thereon. So I think so. This is a basic stuff. You understood how we work. Outing menu, adding sign up. Sign up now. It's coming, right? See, it took some time to reflect. So once you click sign up, this beautification page you can do it very easily. It hardly take 2 minutes. Go to the update.html. Just copy this page completely and go into that register.html here, and let's see how it behaves. Go to the sign up and just you need to update a couple of things here. It's the same page again and again. We are doing the same. Just say register here instead of this register. So click on it, register is coming up. Just in update you can sign up, nothing else. Password 1, password 2. This we have done. So login and logout is left out, only thing. I think so it will take another 20 minutes. Raja, I think so we should stop, and other guys are waiting for the data science one, right? Stops. Raja is okay to stop now?
I'm okay, but I'm not seeing much people join. Okay, only Shreyas, Siddesh, and Shivu. So how long will it take?
15 minutes more, this login context.
Okay. Try to make it possible quickly.
Okay. So what we will do, we will be creating the login and logout functionality. How the login and logout functionality will work, go to the views.html in the URLs. Here, I am going to use by default or provided by login and logout functionality by the Django. What do you mean by that? From Django dot contract dot auth import uses. So this login, let me copy this for the faster process. It take 5-10 minutes to complete this process. So I am going to import a couple of things. So for this functionality to work, I will go to the main urls.py 1 second, and I will be copying this as an auth as my sorry, in my, what I say, authentication view. This view is this view I am taking from it, where my login and logout functionality is there. Just I'm going to import, whether you can say views, but just put it here, the same thing here, views. So this authentication view will be the same. It has in the login and logout functionality. Just you need to type it here and say copy this, not my, let's say, path. Here I will say login backslash, and here you are going to write your authentication view dot login context, that the login has already been provided dot. So here you need to give this one as underscore view. This is a class type things. If you work on the class view, is nothing, just a Django provided to a class wide class class way view, nothing else. So I am saying template underscore name is equal to login. So here login.html. So here you give me like login.html. Here you say name is equal to login here, and just you this login.html, you going to copy this and just going to create here as a login.html. Same thing, not much. Let me copy from above the delete one. This is the same thing which we are doing it, not because by default it is going to return a form. By default it is going to return a form context. Just you need to remember this. Just you need to remember this, that whenever you are going to whenever you are calling the default functionality of the login, it will be by default giving you the login context. So here I'm going to update as a uh, form here. So what I'm doing, this base.html, and this here I'm just giving a login here. Let's see how it works. Go my main.url, and here I'm going to put the passing the context login. So login here. Once you register, then the login user will go. Let my admin user have already been registered. It will fail. See, it will fail because it is going by default account.profile. So here, if you are using a by default login profile, you need to redirect it, because in the previous one, when we are using register, right, we are directing it with the help of the views. Here we are not writing any views. Here we are directly working from URLs. Here we are directly putting that into the urls.py here, authentication view, and it is returning a form, and directly here we are calling the template. So here we are bypassing the views, right? So if you are bypassing the views, you need to define where you need to redirect, where we are writing in this way, right? Where in my views, here we are writing the redirect index, right? So it does not know. So if any default is coming, so I need to tell where I need to redirect. So in the settings.py, there's an option. Go down. Here's the login redirect URL. I'm saying index. Okay, it should redirect index. So let's go to the page. Here, go to the back to this one. I'll say my password. It will log into here directly to my index.html. So this is the login, and similar way the logout functionality would be there. Just you need to copy this. I will copy this and put the same functionality in my urls.py and go here and close, put this same stuff, logout. What I'm doing, nothing great here, the same logout context here. I'm passing it and the template name, the logout HTML, the name logout is there. I'm using the same. Here I need to just go in my, because it's already the users, that's why I'm not creating anywhere else. I'm creating in here itself, just here logout.html, and here you just will say h2 tag you are logged out. Okay. Just see the context is working, and then we will be stopping it in 2 minutes. So I'll say log out. whether it's working or not. Let's see. You are successfully logged out. Now, but how does it make a sense, right? Where the login button and logout button is not coming up. So I will not be typing it up. I will be quickly showing you the same thing in the base.html. The simple logic is authentication is there. One of this is you need to write this. If the user is authenticated, then then this logout button should be coming up in my screen. If else, it should be a login button. What does signifies? Let's say go ahead my project and go to the base.html. In the base.html, where I'm writing this, I have to create a button, right? After that, normally I'm creating a button, sign up, sign out button and all. I have to create a login button. So I say if user is authenticated, this is by default Django provided. Is authenticated function is provided by the Django, and user is also via Django. All the users are going to create in the user tables. So once it's authenticated, then it will log out. Let's see how it goes, how it looks. Login button is coming here. I will say login. I will say admin here, and I will say pass my username. It's saying profile not found. Profile is not the valid or the pattern. Why? So let's see something I'm doing here, because I creating a user profile which I need to show after this. But here we are going to stop here, because profile is something I want a registered user should do it. Registered user can see my screen inside. That is a profile thing. So I say login. Go to the admin here. Rules 1 2. And it is a login button is coming here again. I think so. It's fine, right? Sorry, my bad. User. So once you will log in, admin. So logout button is coming here. Once you click in logout, you are logged out. This beautification of the page you can do anyways. So login button and all, let me do it for the 2 minutes. It's just copy paste. It's the same form, nothing else. I just copy it, login, go into the login button and just paste it here and see how the login will change. My login will change in this way. In the register, you can put a login, nothing else. So I have created one page and multiple times I have used it because the behavior is same, nothing else. So instead of button, some update, I will be putting up that. What is it? A login. So submit or just put the admin here. Admin and just pass the password and just say you logged into the user. Simple app, but you came to know number of things, right? How to add a menu, how to go to the details of that food app, how to see the details, how you update the things, how you go and see the delete the items. So number of things you can do it, and number of beautifications you can do it with your app. This is a way of you to design. And truly speaking, 30% of things I have added of my choice, like coloring, the weight formatting, how the messaging should display. All these things it will be working as it is. So I will conclude my. Let's see my chat. Any questions would be there. So I think so. We are good. Raja, back to you. If any questions would be there, then let me know. Otherwise, we will close the call.
Yeah, it seems that no questions. Okay,
Yeah.
anybody have any questions, guys?
Yeah, Nitin, once that users create, we have to create that user, right? Where we can see that user's information.
So this is a user. So as a you have to register and go to the database here. So admin. I think so. So this is when somebody put a register here, username, password. So obviously the entry will be going into my database because I'm saving the form. So here you can see the demo 1 2 3 4 I have created. The email part is not coming because I am using a default template of the because you can see right here register. When you go to the register, the email is not coming up So for adding an email, there is a one more concept we need to do it, but I think the time is over. What I will show you in my old app. So what I did here, I have to create a form for that. I have to override the behavior of the user creation form. I have to add one email field. Let me add this quickly. If Raja allow me, I will show you quickly how to override this. Is just say forms.py. Here I am going to override the behavior of my existing template. So this is the existing template user creation form. And this is this is the user table. So by default, the user table I told you, right, when we logged into the admin profile, the users, it is storing all the information about your users, right? So I have not created, but this is a by default Django provided. What is related to the contrib and all, it is all provided by Django. Okay, just remember that. So I have added one email field and I have modified that. So boss, I need a username, I need an email, I need a password, I need a password too. So once you click on it, just you need to update. The model name is register item. I will go here in my views. I just need to import that register instead of user creation form. Here what I'll say, from dot forms import register form. And I don't need this because I'm not user creation form. I'm not going to use it. I will remove it. I'm going to use a register form. Let me change the register form in 2 minutes and we are good. So we are here, register form, and here we are going to do a register form here and save it. Go back to my app, email will be coming in. So once you add here, let's say I'm getting a demo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and say demo@gmail.com. I'll say any password. So I'm giving a unique password, which I will not tell you. You can change the button. Update does not make a sense. It should make a sense what you are see. The messages coming up here, right? Demo use successfully created. So go here and admin profile, go to the users, demo user, and the email part will be coming up. So you are overwriting the stuff, overwriting the by default table, by default form which Django provided to you. You got the point?
Yeah.
And thanks for staying too long. I know this Django getting the, see, when I started learning Django from Raja, I'm telling you, Raja will allow me in a couple of minutes. So I I don't like it, truly speaking. I thought, what is this? What is the framework? Once I develop one product, I did one demo of the CV, right? How to create a CV, how to download a CV, how to once you give a form and CV will be created. Then my interest developed a lot when the way Raja progressed, the way he was explaining. I was working each and every day whatever he was teaching me, and and you will be surprised. It's only 1 month back I started learning Django from Raja itself, from joining his forums, and I'm glad that I'm giving this session in front of Raja itself. So that's the positive thing which I can see. But you start loving it if you create one app. Once you have the hold of the back end and the front end, nobody can beat you in the market. What is happening, the somebody is doing the scripting, the credit will be taken by somebody because he is creating a very good web page. I'm telling you, this is happening in the industry. So create a good page, have everything, the skill set in your hand. Nobody can stop you. Back to Raja.
Okay, thanks, Nitin. So, anybody have any questions, guys?
Yeah, Nitin, if possible, can you show one transaction of your previous app, not this one?
Previous app means,
Means your old app.
so I'm not sure it's working, but let me open it for you. So this is the CV builder. So this what I'm doing it. I get
Not this one, CV. Already you have done that food app, right?
uh,
That one. That one I am asking.
Oh, food app. Okay, so I have closed it. Let me go to the my app, and so this is. It's taking so much time. So it started running. So let me go to the food app here. So this is the default. So this copyright and all easily you can build, you can add, just to go and copyright and add into the base.html. Why it's base.html? Because everything you will be showing into your base.html, every page you can show this. So what I did here, I created an app in which when I click on the food app, I will be in index page. So this product I'm going to give it to my apartment, because in apartment the number of guys preparing something, and the users are requesting that I want that today Italy, I want that this one, and so what I'm going to do, I have created this app. I will create a registered user. So whenever somebody will sign up, the person will give a username, password, and all. This will be stored in my database. So once it will be stored in my database, the user will go to the login and say admin. Let's say I'm going to the admin page, with the password, I logged in. I want that today I want to add today I want some, let's say idli. So let's say I would say idli, I'm saying again and again. Today I say, let's say dosa. I want to eat. So I will give, let's say the price, this will be listed. I will going to list in the one form so that they can see what is the form. So they can say, okay, this price is fine. Description, that what type is cheesy pizza I want, cheesy dosa I want, right? And just add the submit button. So the owner of that person, and the cost, why I need to put out this dollar I need to add, or let's say rupees I will be adding INR. So why I need to add the cost, the user should be aware what cost he's going to pay. So I'm going to put this, and then I will do some still my app is in the development phase. This I'm going to submit, doing the summation of all the cost, and give the bottom that this is the total money. So still now what I did, I'm going to give an add button to the user, sign up button to the user, profile. So if the person who is the profile, this is the admin profile. This is the user who is logged in. The simple app I have created, and once the person goes into the menu and see go to the details, he would don't want to update. So 1 hour before, I want to that any person who wants this stuff can update their item. Let's say I don't want pizza, I want the today, let's say what say anything. So any new item, I'm not getting in my mind any number of stuffs. So I want any new item. So just any new item will be updated here, so that the person who is the owner of that, who is preparing it, they have to know that this person wants this, so it will be delivered to that person's door. So because address, the way I'm putting up the sign up email, I'm going to update one more field, that address. So address will be delivered to that person. So this is a building up app. Whatever the stuff I have added, I have presented here. So adding, sign up, menu, go to the menu, details. You want to delete, I don't want this, you can delete it. You can go to confirm and delete the item. Simple app.
Okay, where you can deploy this one?
Sorry, deploy means this I will deploy in the cloud. So once it will be deployed in the cloud, then we will anybody can access it.
Cloud means which one? I think
So you can
Python
go with
anyway.
AWS, you can do a Heroku anywhere.
Okay, okay. Already you are deployed, right? This one?
No, no, I have not deployed because still it's in the development phase. So
Okay, okay.
uh,
Yeah,
thank you.
really, you have done very good job, Nitin, within 1 month only.
That's all. Thanks to Raja, I would say, the way it has been progressed.
Yeah.